Oh, hey, Tony here in the studio. Got a holiday gift guide for you. If you're a last-minute shopper like me, this may be very helpful for you, especially if you're looking for that significant other or child or whatever who is a photographer and you haven't quite found the right gift for them. Most holiday gift guides out there are crap. They're stuff that nobody would ever use or need or want. This one is different because it is stuff that I use every day. So let's jump into it with item number one. Item number one on the list is the LENZBUDDY. These are custom lens caps with the focal length printed right onto the lens cap. Now, these are available for just under 10 bucks with a variety of different focal lengths, or you can go one step further, go straight to LENZBUDDY.com and you can get them custom made with your logo or branding like I've done here. Item number two is the RAVpower Extreme 26,800 milliamp 26,800 milliamp, however you say it. It's a backup battery. You can charge your phone, all kinds of things. This one actually has PD ports, which are power delivery ports. The nice thing about that is you can actually charge a laptop or other type of device that needs more power than, say, a normal iPhone or iPad would. These things run about 60 bucks and easy to throw into a bag. They're handy. I use this all the time, especially when I'm shooting on location. I'm not near an outlet and that battery in my laptop is going dead. Item number three is a staple in photography. That is an umbrella. These are great with strobes, and this one is made by Impact. It's 65-inch deep umbrella. It's white lined inside, which gives a nice soft bounce from your strobe light. You can use these for portraits, architecture, product, just about any type of genre photography you can think of. You can always use a nice umbrella. These Impact ones are reasonably priced compared to some other brands, and they're surprisingly durable. For $77, it's hard to go wrong. Item number four is made by Innovative, and it is the DIGISHADE LITE. This is kind of a cool product. It's a collapsible shade that you can put on your laptop. It sticks on with magnets to the top of the screen and allows you to work in brightly lit or even sunlit areas without getting all the glare on the screen of your laptop. These run just over 100 bucks, right about $110, and they're made out of metal and completely durable, and they'll basically last a lifetime. Item number five. Who doesn't need a good gimbal? I've had a bunch of gimbals in the past, and the thing about gimbals is you buy them with the intention of using them all the time, but you end up not using them. The interesting thing about this one is, well, first of all, it folds up very small, and it comes with a little tripod, so it's easy to set down on a table. This comes off, by the way. But the really cool thing about this DJI OSMO Mobile 3 is that it will work in vertical mode for Instagram stories, which have gotten real popular, and that's how we use this most of the time. Now, this thing prices normally at $139. It's on sale right now for $129. Comes with a handsome carrying case, and it's actually very, very simple to use, and the battery seems to last quite a while. So, DJI OSMO Mobile 3. All right, the next item on the list is the Matthews C-Stand Grip Head Kit. Who doesn't need more stands? The thing about C-Stands is they stack nicely and they're extremely versatile for getting nice tight sets together. If you have to get more than one stand, you know, the legs on a normal light stand always seem to be in the wrong spot. With a C-Stand, they can intertwine and stack on top of each other because each leg is at a different height. The other nice thing about this kit is it comes with a grip arm and a grip head, or what's also known as a knuckle. Now with this setup right here, you can hold lights, you can hold flags, you can hold a sheet if you needed to diffuse a window, you could hold some sort of card to block sun or light or whatever it is that you can use these to hold up backgrounds. You just stick this grip arm through a core of a background and you can actually hold a background up with these things. They're so versatile. At 156 bucks, a couple of these in the photographer's kit are going to be like a staple that they'll use for the rest of their lives. All right, if a C-stand isn't portable enough for you, or you need a lot of stands, you got to be able to carry them up and down stairs or whatever, The Manfrotto air cushion light stands come in a 3-pack that stack like this. And the interesting thing about these is the way that they lay down flat. You can see that unlike a normal stand, these things get really linear, and they stack up, they interlock with the little tab on top here, and they come in a pack of 3 for about 180 bucks. These things are air cushioned, so if you have your lights on them and you go to loosen up one of the sections, your light won't come smashing down. It has air cushion inside, so it lowers very slowly. These have been extremely helpful for me because I'll throw the 3-pack of these in a case and take them out on location with me. And if I run out of C-stands, I know I always have a few extra stands that aren't taking up a lot of room on set with me. So the Manfrotto air cushion light stands in a 3-pack, great little gift idea. Every photographer has to carry their gear in something. Why not the Think Tank Airport Essentials backpack? What I like about this is the size and the durability. Think Tank bags are basically bomb-proof. They got handles all over the place, cushioned back pads on them. You can attach, they have attachment points all over the place, additional pockets on the outside if you need to stuff last-minute items into. They have an admin pocket on the front that you can put that backup battery or a laptop or an iPad or whatever into. And then, of course, inside is a fully configurable internal that you can set up however you need for your particular camera setup. Now, this is the Essentials, and it holds a standard size DSLR, or you can go with something like this commuter backpack here behind me, which is essentially the same bag, just a little bit deeper. It will fit a pro size DSLR or a regular DSLR with a grip attached. So these bags are fantastic. They run $200 and $220 respectively, and they're my top choice when it comes to carrying camera gear. All right, photography is only half the equation. We also have to edit the images. So the Wacom INTUOS Pro small size tablet is my go-to for editing photos. Now, comes with the pin, and it has Bluetooth built in. It also comes with a cable if your computer doesn't have Bluetooth or if the battery happens to die on you. This thing is amazing. I love the size. They make 3 sizes, a small, a medium, and a large. I like the small for photography. The larger the pad, I think they're better for graphic designers or artists, illustrators who are using bigger strokes in their movements. As photographers, we're typically zoomed in and we're just trying to edit out dust or clone certain parts of an image, and I find the small makes it so that I don't have to move much more than my fingers or my wrist. So the INTUOS Pro small size is my go-to selection, and it's right about 250 bucks, so pick one up. They'll love it. Next up is my absolute favorite piece of kit. This is the innovative DigiPlate LITE with DigiBracket kit. Now, the way this works is that this end here hooks on 2 legs of a tripod, and then you attach your laptop to the surface of this bracket here, and it will allow you to shoot tethered into a laptop and be completely self-contained, essentially on the tripod. So if you need to move from one location to another, you simply pick up the tripod and move to another location. This stays attached the entire time. Comes with a couple of little brackets here to attach the laptop with, they got little rubber pads on them, and it's threaded all over the place so that you can attach other things like external hard drives or external battery packs, and you can even put it on a stand if you wanted to do. They make attachments for that. I love this piece of kit. This is absolutely my favorite piece of kit. They're not the cheapest at right about 275 bucks for this whole thing, but it is built like a tank. It will last you forever. It's versatile. You can use it with different size laptops. So if you do change in the future, this can change. It's modular with you. Not enough good things to say about this piece of kit. I absolutely love it. If I had to pick one thing that I own, this would be it. All right, next up is an item that people don't think about a whole lot, and that is the Canon 1.4 times extender. This is the Mark III version. This thing essentially magnifies any lens that you put it on with a 1.4 magnification factor. So if you put this on a 24mm lens, you would essentially get a 35mm equivalent out of it. This gives you 2 lenses in every lens that you own. So you're basically doubling your lens collection. And at $429 or so, it's actually cheaper cheaper than most high quality lenses. So instead of buying a 24 and a 35mm lens, you could buy this guy for a fraction of the cost of that second lens and basically get them both. So the Canon 1.4 extender, this is the Mark III version. They're all good. I always recommend buying the latest version that you can afford, but you can't go wrong with one of these. It's an invaluable piece of kit. Now, every photographer knows that working with a good tripod is imperative, but where a lot of them skimp is on the head. Now, I use an Arca-Swiss cube head, which is outrageously expensive, and I couldn't recommend that to anybody, but Arca-Swiss does make some more inexpensive heads that have very similar functionality. This head tilts in all different directions and has 2 planes of panning, which is something that as an architecture photographer I find essential. So again, the Arca-Swiss Leveler 60 head, great little unit. It's done really well for us, and I think any photographer would absolutely love this head. Okay, you've taken the photos, you've edited the photos, now what? You need to print them. So I think that Canon makes some of the best printers out there. They make a ProGraph Pro 1000 printer that is absolutely phenomenal. It's a desktop printer, a little bit on the larger side. It runs $1,299, but you can often find it even cheaper or with rebates on sale. I think it's a fantastic printer. We use a much larger version of the same printer here in the studio. We can print up to 60 inches wide. The 1000 ProGraph does smaller sizes, I think up to 17-inch wide prints, but they are phenomenal. They are absolute top quality. The inks that Canon makes are phenomenal, and if you're going to buy a printer, I think this is the one to buy. All right, last up is a camera. This is the Canon EOS R. It is a mirrorless camera, and I moved to this a few months back, and I absolutely love it. It's got a flip out screen, it's got focus peaking, it uses the same batteries that Canon's been using in all of their 5D series and all of their mainstream cameras for years, and so I had a lot of those batteries already. I'm able to continue using them in this camera. It's currently on sale for $1,499, which is insane. I paid a lot more than that for it, and I think it's worth more than a lot of more expensive cameras out there. But they have a special running on it right now for the holidays, so you can get in on this. They're throwing in their EF to RF adapter. If you're not familiar with this camera, it does use a different mount. It uses what Canon is calling an RF mount. They have a whole new line of lenses that work with this camera that are phenomenal. If you want to buy a full kit, go for it. But if you just want to buy the body, they're throwing in this RF to EF adapter right now, or EF to RF, however you look at it. But point is, you can use all of your current EF lenses with this camera, so you don't have to run out and buy all new lenses right away. Smart move on Canon's part. I absolutely love this camera, the Canon EOS R mirrorless camera with the EF to RF adapter for $1,499. Now, on this camera, I also have the grip. This is the Canon battery grip. The nice thing about this is it allows me to use 2 batteries in here so that I have to change the battery less often. It also makes it a little bit bigger, gives you a little bit something more to grip onto. I really don't care about the size. I'm okay with the smaller form factor of the camera, but I do like having the 2 batteries, the dual batteries in here, which basically allow me to shoot all day without ever having to replace the batteries in the camera. The battery grip runs about $250, but together the kit is amazing. $14.99 for the camera, $250 for the grip. They're throwing in the adapter right now, a $99 value for nothing. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the time to do so. If you liked the video, how about a little thumbs up? If you didn't, double tap that dislike button. And check out the Pixel Punishers podcast for all things photography related. And if you're so inclined, follow me on Instagram. That's it for now. Happy holidays, everybody. Cheers, and we'll see you next year.